all of you, I don't believe we would have won that election. So why don't you all give yourselves a big round of applause. Now I'm going to have a few folks come up here and make some comments. First person, Larry's still here. Where's Larry? Larry Tramatola, come on up here. Larry's my campaign consultant. You know, Larry's been my consultant on all my campaigns except for my first run for city council in Oakland in 1990. But since 1994, Larry's been my consultant. And Larry doesn't typically come to these events, but we got him here today. So I want to make sure we take advantage of Larry Tramatola making some remarks, talking about the campaign. This guy started his work with Cesar Chavez and the farm workers. So he's got a real rich history of union organizing, labor organizing, and political organizing. But I'm going to give the mic to Larry.
Back up, Larry. Away from the mic.
The worst thing is to come to an event thinking you're going to have a hot dog and a hamburger, enjoy yourself, and then being brought up here to have to say a few words. So thank you, Brother Nate. I want to say that both Nate and I were fairly young men when we started working together. Now we're grandfathers, gray hair. One of the things about Nate, he hasn't changed other than physical appearance over the years. He is still committed to doing the work of the people. He's still committed to bringing people together who may not always agree. He is colorblind in the best sense of the word. He looks at people in terms of who they are and brings out the best of them. And having done political campaigns for many years, I can say proudly and honestly, I am so honored to work with him because of who he is. He allows people to grow. He takes on issues that don't have easy solutions and works for years trying to make those solutions come together. So it is always an honor when he asks me to work with him again, and I always feel like if there was one person I would do that for, it's Nate. I also want to say one thing. Nate also brings in new ideas and bringing in new people, and he hasn't been afraid to do things differently. This campaign was a different campaign than we've ever run before. Part of it was because the opposition was different. But part of it was we recognized that the one negative that could be attributed to Nate would he'd been in office as long as he has. But rather than shy away from that, he embraced that and embraced it and said what the time in office had given him in terms of experience, of contacts. But the thing that made it really work were you all. Because without the support of people like you, we could never have made the statement that he needed another 4 years. Because you became active. And Nate represents, as you all know, the most diverse district, I think, in California, to be honest with you. We could say Alameda County, clearly, but it could be all of California. And Nate took on this district because he knew that he could represent the variety and the diverse interests here. But it was the folks in Pleasanton, the folks in East Oakland, the folks in the unincorporated areas of Castro Valley that work their own neighborhoods and talk to people about Nate that made the election successful. So I just want to thank you for all that you have done for Nate, but also thank you for all you do for Alameda County and the things that you do, whether it's within labor, whether it's, you know, on trying to deal with homeless issues and all of that. It's you that make a difference, and I'm, Nate, so proud to be here with you and your beautiful partner, who was clearly the secret weapon of the campaign, but you all know that. All right. Old man got up.
Okay. So I'm happy Larry didn't trip and fall. So good. All right. I want to acknowledge a couple of folks that are here, some elected officials who are friends of mine. Noel Gallo from the Oakland City Council. Noel's back there somewhere. Noel, there he is, Oakland City Council. Noel Gallo. One of his colleagues was here earlier, Kevin Jenkins from the Oakland City Council. I think Kevin's gone. Then we got a couple of folks from the Pleasanton City Council. We got Mayor Carla Brown. Where's Carla? Right over there, there's Carla. And we've got Councilperson Julie Testa. Julie, right over there. Julie Testa from the Pleasanton City Council. And we also have another Pleasanton City Council member, Valerie Arkin, and Valerie is actually on my staff. Valerie Arkin over there. And we have a few other folks from other elected bodies. The Hayward Area Recreation District, Peter Rosen, he's the president. There's Peter right there. And from the Alameda County Board of Education, Aisha Knowles. Where's Aisha? Right over there. There's Aisha over there. And then just to also recognize a few folks from the municipal advisory councils that we have in the unincorporated area. From Fairview, we have Dale Silva. Dale? Where's Dale? He's way back there, Dale Silva. And Chris Higgins from Fairview. There's Chris right there. And formerly with the Castro Valley Municipal Advisory Council, Ken Carboni. Ken, where's Ken? Right there, okay. And also, we have from the Castro Valley Municipal Advisory Council, Tojo Thomas. Where's Tojo? Right over there, Tojo. Yes. So I'm going to bring up Nisha Beckton. Nisha's a good, long-time friend. Long time. And when Nisha gets involved, she gets involved. Not only with her resources, but she brings the family, her employees, and everybody. And Nisha ran my campaign in Pleasanton. I can't say enough about it. Can't say enough about this woman and her family. They've been so good to me.
Okay, now you're gonna make me cry. Hold on. Hi, everyone. I just want to say this man is incredible. No one can get me out to work this hard, but this guy right here. We go way back, almost 30 years. And I actually started off 26 years ago as a business owner in Pleasanton and Oakland and Union City in healthcare. And I met Nate when I had a contract overseeing physicians at John George. And when I met Nate, I went and talked to him about something, and from that point forward, we just kind of clicked, and he's been there. He's so into the community. He's a big advocate for mental health. I've known this for years. This I know. He knows way more about it than we think, and he is a very, very quiet storm. I appreciate him. I love him to death. He's almost like my father. I lost my father. Nate has been there with me through thick and thin. And I'm going to be here for him, and no doubt about it. So I'm here to stay. This man is going to get the job done. And when I heard he had some competition, I said, let's shut it down. So I want to thank, I see union representatives, you guys came through. You came through my office. You picked up the stuff. You guys made it happen. So we love you. We love you dearly. Let's do this, Nate. Let's hear it for Nate, everybody. 1, 2, 3, Nate. Nate.
All right. I'm going to bring up, in all of my campaigns, and I've been on a lot of campaigns starting in 1990. I've only been in 2 runoffs. The first campaign in 1990 when I ran for the city council, and then my first campaign when I ran for the board of supervisors in 2000. It's the only time I've been in runoffs. Otherwise, I've always won outright, and there's one in 2004 I didn't have an opponent. But in all my campaigns, I've always had the support of organized labor. Always. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for organized labor. I want to thank 2015, 1021, Local 55,
I've known Nate since he was on before he was on the Oakland City Council, actually. And know of his dedication to public service and how much he cares about really trying to give back in a real way. And for those of you who are in public service, you know that is really giving up a lot. And I thought it was important to come out here and say I really appreciate my brother who continuously stays focused and dedicated in the midst of the storms, or the storms, all of the storms. And that really appreciate your dedication. Love you as a brother. And I'm happy that you're here for another 4 years.
Thanks, Keith. Yeah, I've known Keith before I was an elected official. I known Keith when he was working for Congressman Ron Dellums. You know, Keith and I and a few others used to run Lake Merritt every couple of times a week. We go out and walk now on holidays and stuff like that. So yeah, it's good. It's been good serving with Keith, and you know, this is Keith. Keith is retiring from the board. So let's kind of give Keith a big round of applause for all his dedication and service to the county for 30 plus years. Keith, we're acknowledging you. 30 plus years of service. Yeah, Keith Carson, yeah. Yes, when I say Keith, you say Carson. Keith! Carson! Keith! Carson! Keith! Carson! All right. This is about you. All right. So just a few other folks I'm going to have come up here. Some of you know I started in 1986 founding an organization called the United Seniors of Oakland and Alameda County. We've got some of the staff and leaders here from the United Seniors. I'm going to have Sandra Johnson come on up here and say something on behalf of the United Seniors of Oakland and Alameda County, the organization that I love so dearly. Sandra Johnson.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of United Seniors of Oakland and Alameda County, we want to say to Nate, we love you, we appreciate you, and we want you to keep on doing what you're doing because you're doing what's right for all of the people. So just keep in mind, we're with you. We're a team, and together we can accomplish much. So Nate, keep doing it.
Thank you, Sandra. And I've known Sandra probably for 30 or more years, yeah, easily, yeah, because she's been with United Seniors for a long time. Tracy Jensen from the Alameda City Council, right there. Tracy Jensen, raise your hands, Tracy. Also, I'm going to have all my staff come on up here so we can get a picture. We got Bob Swanson, Daryl Stewart, come on up here. We've got Ashley Strasberg. We've got Valerie Arkin. We've got Tanya Washington. Daryl. And I'm going to have the United Senior staff. The only United Senior staff I see here is Sister Ansar. Oh, there we go. We've got Jasmine Howard. Oh, yeah, Mary Brad. Let's get this picture here. Wait a minute, for Mary to get up here. This is some of the staff from my county office and the United Senior staff. And, you know, my staff, they're like family. Often, Aaron Armstrong. Often, if you're talking to my staff, you're talking to me. I'm only as good as the people I work with, and my staff help me to be as good as I can be.
You guys get closer.
So I really, really value these folks. And this is just some of my staff. Yeah. It's not all of them.
Get close like you like each other. Come on. Okay, that's good. Okay, thank you.
And I'm going to have Mr. Daryl Stewart make some remarks on behalf of the staff.
He must have heard me back at the table and I was saying, I hope he doesn't say my name. But here we are. Like the supervisor said before, without you guys and your support, we're nothing. We are nothing. We wouldn't be in office. Supervisor Miley wouldn't be able to make these great decisions for us. And as a staff, you guys keep us on our toes. We never know what's coming from any direction at any time. It's very challenging in these times to be a staff member for Supervisor Miley.
Yes.
Because, like Larry said, he will take on issues that seemingly, on their face, they seem impossible. But with time, discipline, study, research, resources, things can happen. One example I would give you is in our unincorporated area, we had a group of young people come to Supervisor Miley, and what their vision was for their area was to build from scratch a youth center. Youth-focused, youth-driven, everything about the youth. They helped us design the center. We had one young lady, when we started this effort, she was 8 years old. Our goal was to get the center up, built, running, functionally by the time she graduated high school. Her senior year is when the Reach Ashland Youth Facility opened. At the time it seemed impossible, but we made it happen, and Supervisor Miley had the vision to help us help them make their vision become real. So that's the kind of boss I have. He empowers you to work. You have enough rope to hang yourself, but he's always there. What do you got to say, Ansar?
Look, me and Daryl, we've been tag teaming for years. I'm Sister Answer, and I work with Nate through United Seniors. I've also worked with him with the City Council as well as County Supervisor. I've been with Nate since 1992. But everything that everyone has said about Nate is true and real. When I came to Nate, I was a teenager. My baby was in diapers, and y'all see me dancing with my grandbaby. So it's been a blessing and a pleasure. And my heart, when I was younger, I was like, I ain't working for no politician. They don't never answer their phone. But Nate is one that actually get in the trenches with you. And when you hear as far as him working with the youth and work with you to build up, when you have that vision, it's so many that has come, that has risen up. And even with me working, I work with Nate on this campaign. And generally every cycle since I've been knowing Nate, I've been working with the campaign, and normally I fill the campaign office up with seniors or persons that would make phone calls. This time I was dropping off, knocking on the doors of the senior. They like, well, I want to volunteer, but I don't want to come out. I'm like, I got you. So we had a team, and I want to thank the seniors, for participating and helping out, and it's just really, this man's heart is gold. I mean, he's not just a boss to me. He's like a father, an uncle. He's the go-to. No matter what problems you have, Nate listens. And he listens, and he'll be thinking like, how can we get to a resolution? And that's one of the things that we really love, and we would like to thank everybody for your support. Let's continue to work together, because we can't do this work without you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I want to thank, like I said, this is just some of my staff. Yeah, it's often surprises me when somebody wants to run against me, because I always tell my staff, they're not just running against me, they're running against all of us. Because like I said, I can't do the work without them. And the work that we do and the product that we produce is their product. And so when somebody wants to challenge me, they're challenging their work product, their work ethic, their energies, their desires. So, yeah, I pity the person who runs against me, because these folks don't play. Yeah, they don't play. Okay, thank you. So, I think Chuck Moore from the Municipal Advisory Council, Cache Valley's here. I want to acknowledge Chuck. And also his wife, Peggy Moore. They do a big fundraiser for me annually.
You know who you are, who kept me calm. I could call you up and curse.
Dana. Dana, of course, my BFF, Dana's one of them. I would just call up and use some words that I'm not used to using, and I couldn't use around Nate. But we got it done, didn't we, babe? We got it done. So let's hear it for Nate Miley, the president of the Alameda County Board of Supervisors and president of United Seniors of Oakland and Alameda County. Let's hear it.
All right, thank you, Tony. We had another elected official just walk in, April Chan. She's on the East Bay Municipal Utilities District. April Chan, another good friend. She was formerly on the Fairview MAC. So April, thank you for coming. So anyway, once again, great victory. I want to thank all of you for the victory. You know, I haven't been sworn in for my next term yet. Some people are already saying, well, you know, it's a good possibility I might not run again. I'd like to say I might not run again. I don't want to say for sure I won't run again. It's a good possibility that I might not run again. But we'll have those conversations a little bit later after I've gotten sworn in for my next term. But I just want to thank all of you from the bottom of my heart, because once again, I'm only as good as the people I work with and work for, and we try our best to deliver service to all of you, and you help us deliver services to the constituency that we represent here in Alameda County. And I also want to thank you for your grace. Thank you for your grace at the times when we have fallen short of serving you well. So we'll get back to the party. The bar's still open. There's still some food. Enjoy yourselves, and God be with you and celebrate. Yes.